Hey guys, Kelly Walters here, and it is time for part 5 of the boutique series. Today we're going to talk about packaging, shipping, and of course, presentation. So let's get started. All right, so as we start to break down the topics, so shipping, packaging, and of course presentation, there's one thing that I want you to ask yourself. What type of experience are you wanting to create for your customer? You've worked so hard to design your website, you've worked so hard to come up with your concept and target your customers or narrow down your target market, and now you've finally gotten your first sale, or you've already been making sales and you're looking for ways to elevate your overall brand representation. So let's really dive deep into the overall presentation as well as how you can save just a little bit on shipping. And of course, we will review places that you can purchase some of these items at. So now that you have asked yourself what's the overall brand representation or experience that you want to create, let's talk about some of the little things that can make the biggest impact. Now, before we dive down into shipping, creating the labels, where to go, all the non-fun stuff, let's talk about the overall look. Now, your business can change and it can evolve. As I'm going over materials that you can use, keep in mind this could be for somebody that is shipping one product at a time. Maybe it's a couple. If you're shipping for an entire company, I'm thinking hundreds, even something that would require larger boxes, then maybe you scale back just a little bit, but still find a way to keep your brand in that overall delivery. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that help with brand representation and creating that experience. So one thing I recommend to always have is some type of sticker that talks about you, who you are, but it enhances the customer. Meaning it's going to make them feel so excited to get that package and it was made and put together specifically for them. Next is have some type of thank you note. Have a letter in there directly for your customers, and don't forget that you still need to find a way to continue to market yourself. Don't be afraid to start incorporating QR codes. Keep your name in front of their eyes without being salesy. Make it be something where they're like, you know what, that was the cutest flyer. I know, cute. If you're a male, that was the coolest flyer that I received. Or it makes them want to hold on to it. That way they know exactly where to go to purchase more. These are very, very easy and very inexpensive things that you can do, design, and toss into your bag. Next, let's quickly talk about stickers because they're everywhere and maybe you're selling them, maybe you're creating them. If these do not pertain to you from a production standpoint, go find a way to order them. There are several businesses out there, large companies, and there's also small businesses that you can find on Etsy, Instagram, TikTok that are creating custom stickers. Again, this is another really inexpensive, affordable way for you to just toss a couple into their package. This is going to allow them to hold on and use these. So if they're putting something that speaks to them on one of their items, maybe it's a tumbler, maybe it's a cooler, maybe it's a computer or a laptop, and somebody sees it, it can always pull the question in, where did you find that? You don't have to toss an entire package in there. I'll show you where these came from in just a bit, but it is something that you could toss one or two in and purchase an assortment, or maybe it's something simple that's you deserve this. Now, from my personal side of things, mine are geared towards women. So fun things like You Go Girl or You Glow Girl, even the coffee cup stickers, those are always really, really good to have. Okay, up next in terms of brand representation is trying to pick a color scheme. As you're designing your logo and you have already designed your website, colors matter. So if you can find some brand colors and then find a way to put that into your packaging, that's always a win-win. Maybe it's not custom packaging, as that's a little more expensive, but it at least sets you up to get started. So I'm going to show you this one. This is a mailer, okay? And these come in a variety of sizes in the same pattern. So as you can see, we've got a similar color scheme. We'll also put one together, and then that way you'll see it all kind of come to life. So as you are designing your packaging or trying to figure out what you want to pull together, make a list of what you want. Do you want a sticker to hold your tissue paper together? Do you want your mailer to pull in everything possible, or you're a vibe? Third, do you want to be able to toss in some type of little treat or goodie for your customer as they are opening their package? Now, take those into consideration. Just jot them down. It could be your number one priority all the way down to 5. But knowing that you want to have those for your business allows you to find costs and then evaluate whether or not they make sense. Okay, before we go over shipping costs and where you can purchase shipping labels from, let's actually put something together, because you can't ship without a package, right? So I have my tissue paper laid out. I've got a shirt that we created, and now I am just going to fold it nice and neat. Now, depending on the size of your mailer, it gives you a little bit of flexibility on how small you want to go with your item, but there's just something about small, tightly wrapped packages that I find more appealing. Plus, if you have put this together really nice, keeping everything tight is going to have a less chance of possibly kind of moving around. So putting my garment to the side, no, I'm not. We're gonna wrap it. So I just take some tissue paper, I take a couple of sheets, and then I just wrap it like normal. This is nothing special. And of course, in the middle. Now, one of the stickers I showed you states "Fresh Style Awaits," and that is what I use on all of my tissue. So right there, the first thing they're going to see is tissue paper and then the "Fresh Style Awaits." Next, I just fold this piece down, as that's how I'm going to insert it into the poly mailer. And of course, I have my "You're Gonna Look Great," and huge thank you to all of the customers that purchase from me. And on the back side, I have ways that they can stay in touch with me. Now, maybe it's giving them 10% off their next purchase by having them sign up for text marketing, allowing them to go back to the website to purchase, and of course, downloading the app. The idea is to keep them coming back, and they want to continue shopping with you. I also have at the top where you can find us social media wise, as like I have stated, social media is here, and it's definitely not going anywhere. Now, with some packages, you can just fit this nice inside, right on top. That way they know that they have something from you. Or you could just slide it right down on top of the garment. That way, when they open it, they see the huge thank you. Now, particularly on my "You're Gonna Look Great" card, I've actually created my image in Canva, and then I took it to Procreate and I signed it. So the heart And my name is actually my signature, or how I typically sign invoices or shipping receipts that I put in with their packages. I want it to feel as personal as possible, but by having a sheet ready to go, it cuts down on time that I spend packaging and more time that I can spend on marketing. So next, we're going to take our mailer and I just place it nice in there. Now, as you can see, my tissue paper sticks up, so I just fold it down. Up next, we then seal and we are ready to put our brand sticker on the front. Now, you can purchase completely custom mailers. They can have your logo on it. You could go full color, you could go one color, but for money purposes, I enjoy this pattern and it works great with my brand. Next, I use these stickers on my bags. I use them on other things and of course to ship because I want them to know where it's coming from. So now that we've packaged our bag, let's go over some shipping. Now, in one of the videos from the very beginning, I talk about sites, and one of the sites I mentioned is called Shopify. If you use Shopify for your website, then there is actually postage integrated into that website. So when you're ready to fulfill an order, it can already calculate costs for you. Now, if you are looking for the best cost possible to ship, as you should, you can look at a company called Pirate Ship and get that set up. You can always get quotes before shipping, so never feel like just because you are choosing to use one program or it's asking for your card information that you are actually purchasing the label. A couple of other options is you can do, I believe, what's called Sure Ship, or there are certain pricing packages that you can get from USPS. Now, the other thing with that is keep in mind if going through directly USPS and you choose not to go priority, then you lose the chance of getting insurance. So always pay attention to that. You can also create accounts, business accounts, through UPS and FedEx that are going to give you better pricing. And I've also heard if you call and directly talk to somebody in the business department for shipping, that you can get even better pricing. There are several different apps and online businesses that you can go through to get your label that you need. So just do your own research and see what works best for you. Personally, I use Shopify, and if I feel like anything is extremely high, then I will go to Pirate Ship and check and just compare. Within Shopify, I have the ability to, ship from USPS, UPS, and even FedEx. So that works best for me. You need to figure out what works best for you. All right, so right next to me, I have got our Stahls marketing kit. Now, this is an excellent example of ways to elevate that customer experience as they are receiving the package and, of course, opening whatever it is, whether it's a poly mailer or even a box. So I'm going to actually take you through this experience. That way you can see all of the little things that have been added to go ahead and increase or elevate the brand, the experience of ordering something, receiving it, and of course opening it to reveal all the fun stuff. So this is what is typically known as a pizza box, and as you can see, there is Stahls branded all the way around it. Now, you can purchase solid one color pizza boxes and head to Etsy, get a big giant stamp, and you could put your stamp on it, or even that sticker that I just used to put on the front of the poly mailer could even work. So keep this in mind. There are ways to enhance or go next level from a poly mailer to a box if you want to, just by simply starting small. You don't have to go full color, you don't have to go all in, but I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what this type of presentation can look like. So once you open it, you automatically get this pop-up flyer, and it's telling you what's in the marketing kit. Now, this could be something that is like your thank you letter, or it could be their invoice, or even a what's in the box if you do any type of kitting or monthly promotions, or maybe you are doing a grab bag and this is a surprise, all your goodies are inside. Now, I don't know what kind of business you have, so take what I'm saying and morph it to how it's going to work for you. Now, as you can see, there it is. It says, thank you for registering. And you can also see that those stickers I had at the very beginning are in here as well. So they have created an overall experience, really just making it a one-of-a-kind, open the box like this is mine, even though that there are thousands of these kits. Now, specifically the kit I'm opening was for our Heat Press for Profit event, where if you purchase the marketing kit prior to the event, you got some extra goodies, which is right here. So that's why this bag is a little different. But next, you have everything bagged so neat and nice. And it's just really creating that brand representation, showing you what you're getting. Next, on the bottom, they have some of those smaller items. That way they are not sliding around on top. And everything is just packaged nice and neat. There is another brand awareness with the logo on the back and then $10 off. And of course, all the guides that you need to be successful. While this one has a little bit more to it than maybe what you would, think of ways that you could really enhance your package. This is something that goes on the wall. Maybe it's just a great encouragement that somebody could keep at their business, local gym, or wherever they are putting what you sold them. It doesn't have to be just apparel. This could also be geared toward drinkware or accessories. So as you can see, we went from a poly mailer, simple, easy ways to elevate as you develop more of a profit and then can put more money back into your packaging, to going to the big mamma jamma and really providing an excellent customer experience. All right, now that we have put together a package, we've gone over ways for you to save some money on your postage. We've also reviewed the next level in terms of packaging. Let's go over where you can find some of these products. I'll also tell you where I sourced all of mine. So let's go with the mailer. I will tell you I tried several different colors, and it also took me about 2 years to really nail down what my brand was. In one of the videos I said, just launch it, quit thinking about it, because you can always go back and adjust and rebrand. And I had to force myself to do that because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist at times. So in this particular case, I finally stumbled across this. This is from the brand Inspired Mailers. I also believe that they have a specific website, but these are purchased off of Amazon. In terms of being able to get some of the tools that I need like that, Amazon is fantastic. And I have Prime, so I save on shipping. Every dollar spent on goods like this is what's going to come out of your profit. So be smart in how you're ordering. Test something to make sure you love it before you order in bulk. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck or stuck to use it, or you're going to toss it if you end up changing. So now that I know that I have created, my brand experience when somebody opens a package from me, it's easier for me to purchase in bulk. So these were ordered from Amazon, and they come in a variety of sizes. So depending on how many items I'm shipping at a time, depends on what package I use. Next, these mailers were actually ordered from Vistaprint. Now, I've also used U-printing for my label and for my sticker that I use for packaging. Both experiences have been great from U-printing and from Vistaprint. U-printing was adjusting my image a little bit, but I'll tell you, customer service from them was very quick to get a hold of. Now, I also always like to recommend that you find what material you like better. This was actually, this idea was from a vendor that I use, and I loved the flyer and asked them where they purchased it from, and she gladly gave me all of the information. So Vistaprint on this one, U-printing on the stickers, and they are also individual stickers. They are not in rolls. Tissue paper. Depending on the size of the product that you're using, you can purchase with patterns. You can also design your own tissue paper. And there are a lot of boutique companies out there in the printing world. Boutique meaning specialized, where they are creating more of that brand experience using your custom logo. Guys, this was Costco. And I will tell you, the tissue paper I had prior to this was ordered also off of Amazon because I wanted a 30-inch in width, and the tissue paper was excellent. Now, last but not least, keep in mind Etsy. There's a lot of people creating things on Etsy that you can purchase. You can also stay local. There are local printing companies that can do certain things like this for you. There are also companies that specialize in producing things overseas. So if you're wanting to go custom, that is another route to go. Just keep in mind, you may have to purchase 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 of something up front. Last but not least, don't be afraid to ask a business where they found something. If you opened the box from Stahls and you would love to know how they are doing X, don't be afraid to ask them. You never know what type of information they would give you to help you further along in your business. Now, there are also groups that you can join on Facebook. TikTok is blowing up left and right, and people are sharing their secrets, and I guarantee you could find other things right here on YouTube to help source the materials that you need. All right, guys, get creating, start designing, and start making a list of all the things that you would like for your overall brand when it comes to the experience. Do you want the stickers? Do you want the labels? Do you want the tissue paper? Or do you want clear bags? Make notes, get creative. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because you just never know who's going to be out there ready and willing to help you. A lot of times, if you are designing something with a partner that is helping you in this brand experience, they can also give you some tools and resources on where to purchase. I'm Kelly Walters. I hope you guys have enjoyed this 5-part video of the boutique series, and thanks for being on this ride with me. We'll see you soon.